Hey there, Facebook. It looks like I am streamed. I'm getting ready to do Mary's book launch. Super excited. I'm going to go ahead and get this up. And so just, hang with me. I'm going to sit here and make sure this gets shared, and we will be starting soon. I'm super excited. There we go. Okay, Melissa, you're there. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to make us a sweet little banner here for Mary. Hey there, Mary.
Hi.
Hi. I am so glad. We've already got 4 people on, and it's not shared to your page yet. Go ahead and head to the Nikki Clegel page, which has the pink shirt.
Are you talking me to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
And then when you get up there, you're going to be sharing it. I see Melissa's. I'm ready for it. She's ready for a great show.
You got it, Car? Okay, go to your page.
Yep. Do you see it there? Do you see us?
I do.
Okay. And then hit share, and you go ahead and share that to your page. Got it?
Got it.
Awesome. Okay. We're adding in Jessica and we're adding in Robin. Okay, guys, we just got everything up live and shared. Sometimes Facebook does this to us. We got to just roll with the punches. All right. I am super excited that you're here. We're going to give everyone, we're small talking. You guys can come off mute. We're just going to visit with each other for a little bit and talk.
Let me introduce you. Can I introduce you?
Well, it's not official. I mean, we can do it again in a minute if you want.
Okay, you just let me know. Well, I'll wait.
Okay, so I want to go to your page, and let's just make sure that this is visible on your page. Have you checked out yours to make sure?
Yes.
And keep your volumes down on your cell phone, guys, if you do check, just so that we don't have rebound. And then once we're good.
It looks like it's live on my end. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, now turn your volumes down, everyone. Yep. And unmute if you can. And guess what, guys? We're going to get this thing started. Okay. So I think what we'll do is, so the computer screen is really big on Mary while we do this, I'm probably going to put you guys back into the room, the waiting room. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then, and then I will bring you right back when it's time to do your guys' interview. And Jessica, you're going to be up pretty quick. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Ready.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am so happy that you are here with us. Now, Mary, I just have to say, I consider her a friend, a colleague,
for sure,
a sister. I mean, honestly, you have done such good, hard work, but I know it's not for you. Like I remember when I first started to work with you, I thought, oh, how is this lady doing all this? She's so busy. She has this great practice and she's written this book, and now she wants to turn it into this course and get it out into the hands of so many others. So Mary, tell everyone, hold up your book and tell them exactly what we're doing here today. Okay.
We're celebrating this book that made its way into the world somehow. Yeah. I don't know how, but I wouldn't be here without Nikki's help and her absolute determination. This woman never gives up. And it was just a gift to have bumped into you and learned so much. Nobody ever tells you when you write a book. The writing of the book is about 15% of the work. And I think I'm just starting. If this is a marathon, I'm probably on mile 5 because now we have all these exciting marketing things to do and the job of getting it in the hands of women who I wrote it for.
Yeah, absolutely. And, let's first tell everyone what they can kind of look forward to for the rest of the night.
Okay.
And of course, we have to praise you in these weeks that you've done leading up to the book launch, because Mary's gone live and I've been listening to her teach, and I love listening to your teaching. So we're going to have time for you this night to go ahead and teach on Facebook 2 different times. We're going to be doing part 1 and part 2 of the book for just 5 minutes, not long, 5-10 minutes each. We're going to give away 4 different things. So stay on if you're on Facebook with us. We're going to be doing a book at every single giveaway plus something else. So giveaway 1 will be a book and a free month of the Cell Core foundational courses, the detox products. Then we're going to do a book and 3 free sauna sessions, and then a book and her course. And then we're also going to give away a book and her cleanse program. And this is the preconception. The free shampoo. Isn't it a shampoo and conditioner set?
A shampoo and conditioner. Yes.
So let me repeat those. I was kind of clunky on that. Cell Core foundational detox products with book, free sauna sessions with book, course with book, and then the shampoo and conditioner. So you guys, this is going to be great fun. Then after that, we're going to go to Jessica. So I see people starting to roll in. I always kind of like to talk a little bit at the beginning, but we've got Julie. I don't know if you know who that is. I just want to say hi to Melissa and Julie who are chatting. And anyone else here watching right now, please take a second and put inside of the chat box there, like where you're from, or share this with anyone. And especially if you've got somebody who's thinking, I want to be pregnant and I want a healthy baby, then make sure you're sharing this with them too, because this will get out to more and more people as we start to share it to more and more people. So shall we get started, Mary?
Let's do it. Let's do
it. Okay, so we got to bring up our first guest. We plan to at 8:10 bring up our first guest. That's my time zone. Sorry, 7:10 for you. And we're running a little late. So let's get her. Let's not waste any more time. Jessica, come on in. All right. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, good. I am curious. First of all, what do you want to say to Mary? Like, you've been watching her write this and then try to get it out there.
Woohoo! Finally. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Only about 10 years in the making.
Right? Not really. It just felt that way.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, I saw work that you two did together. You two have been working together for quite some time, right?
Yeah, 13 years. Over 13 years.
Oh, that's so
fun. We started sort of this detox preconception stuff probably in 2013, I think.
Oh. 17 is when we did the videos.
Okay, was it?
Mm-hmm. And the course. Yep. Yeah. So we've been together for a really long time. This is due in part to Jessica's work that we've done together and our vision together of helping as many people as we can. And so Jessica is a huge part of my life and a partner in my business, and now a practitioner that sees her own patients. And she's just such a gift to me.
That is so honest. I know that because she says this when you're not around, Jessica.
Yes.
I actually think that you are around a lot. Because
I was.
But the truth is, we want to give this time to Mary. So if you had to share with the people listening, like your thoughts on her, Mary, I know this is sometimes hard to even just sit and listen to, but I'm wondering, Jessica, if you could share, just give her some input on what you've seen her, how she's performed, the work that she does, anything you can say.
Okay. So I don't even know where to start, to be honest, because there's so much to say, but I think Mary just has a drive and determination that not many people have. You know, for 24 years, she's been running her own practice, raising 3 kids, and she just always has this desire to push herself to new limits, you know, do more to help the world. It really comes from a heart-centered place. She cares more about, you know, helping people lead better lives, have healthier lives, be better people, than there is any sort of, you know, financial gain to any of it. So it really does come from her heart and her soul and her, you know, just, I just feel like she has this sole purpose to really make a mark in this world. And she has, throughout her 24-year career. And she certainly has made a mark on my life. I mean, I am the practitioner I am because of her, to be honest. And I'm continually amazed by her and the just storage of information she has in that brain, little facts that she pulls out of nowhere. And I'm just like, how do you know that? She's like, I don't know. You know, she's my go-to. She's my mentor. And I've really learned to practice, you know, functional integrative naturopathic medicine from her. Everything I do is really because of her. So
that's such a great testimonial, honestly. Yeah. One thing I don't know about Mary is I've never seen her with clients. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious, like, if you can share that, because I know that a lot of people are going to be listening in replay. I can see the numbers on here on YouTube. We have about 40. On one Facebook page, we have 12. I'm sure all over, and it'll just grow higher and higher. So, you know, if they would start to work with her, what if somebody wins the free course? Mm-hmm. Some are probably going to purchase it. And I'm curious, like, what can they expect from her as a client, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think you can expect really good information grounded in research and, you know, years of experience. So you can feel really assured that this is coming from a place that is reliable and validated. And you're going to find somebody that's just wholeheartedly herself and warm and personable. And, you know, it doesn't feel like a doctor-client relationship. It feels like, you know, another friend or colleague. You know, there's no pretense, I guess. You know, what you see is what you get. She's friendly, she's warm, she's fun, she's funny. Yeah. And, you know, she really just knows so much. And I just think you'll just be blown away by how much you'll learn from her, as I have been.
That is so awesome. I love that. What a great testimonial, Mary. Don't worry about the buzzer. Who cares, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Mary, thank you, Jessica. That was so sweet. Every word you said is just true. I'm sure everything I've seen is true, and I'm sure about the clients as well. But you may stay on and watch us on Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and send you off because it's her turn to talk a little bit about a book, and we're going to give away a free prize now. So everyone else can too.
Bye.
So, see ya.
Thanks, Jess.
All right. What a sweet, sweet testimonial. That is so awesome. I believe all of that about you. I've seen so much of it firsthand, but let's go ahead and give away our first gift. Right.
Okay. And so are we doing this because people are putting their names in the comments and we're going to pick one?
So I don't know that we've done that yet. So we're going to go ahead and just have, hey, Daphne, nice seeing you. Nice seeing you.
Hi, Daphne.
So why don't we have Michelle go ahead and grab one of the names of people that have been turning in their names so that we can have somebody here to give our first prize to. I see we've got a Jody we haven't greeted yet. Do you know a Jody?
Hi, Jody. Of course.
Yes.
Welcome.
Awesome.
I'm glad you're here.
Awesome. And Melissa. Okay. So we've
greeted. There are a few people that are having difficulty getting in. Should they go on the Facebook page?
Yeah, they won't. There is no getting in. And so, yes, they just need to come to your page that you actually saw this sitting on. And I think it was your work page. So tell them what page to go to.
Okay. Okay. So,
and then, yes. And look, I see, we've got, okay. Michelle is saying, yes, please make sure our first giveaway is going to go to Jackie Grades. And so,
wow.
Yep. And then also Michelle is saying, please like, share, and comment to get your name in the giveaways. So which giveaway did you have there, Mary?
Well, this first one is the CellCore foundational products that are forming the basis of my detox product recommendations for the cleanse. So there's a 4-month, there's a 4-week, 4-module online course. These accompany the detoxification. And I love these products because they are formulated with such great intelligence. There are binders. If anybody knows what a binder is, usually it's activated charcoal or bentonite clay, and those things bind to things in the gut and help you eliminate them. But the binders from this company are much different. They have greater affinity. In other words, they bind tighter to the molecules that we want to eliminate so they don't dislodge. They have a mitochondrial builder in here. So the mitochondria is one of the most sensitive toxin exposure. And so when we get exposed to toxins, our mitochondria are often injured, and that's why we get fatigue. So this helps rebuild the mitochondria. There's a kidney and lymphatic support. And then there are minerals. Minerals fuel detoxification. So this is a 1-month protocol for detoxification. And I'm recommending that anybody that's doing this preconception cleanses for, 9 months. It's kind of 9 months for cleansing, 9 months for pregnancy. That would be optimal. We certainly have a couple of months here in the detox that you're going to learn on the course on my website. So this one, do we have a winner for that? Was it Jackie?
Yeah, it's Jackie.
And then Jackie.
Yes, it is Jackie. She might not know that. I don't know if she just came in or not. But
Jackie is here.
Yes.
Jackie won. And Jackie, I think, is wanting to conceive soon. So this is a perfect thing for her to accept as a gift, because it's most people, when they do the first month, they say, wow, I actually feel much different. And I'm actually surprised how well these products work. And that's why I've chosen them as the products that I'm going to use on my website. And then I'm going to probably expand the offering of CellCore products on the website, because they have a 4-month and a 10-month protocol. So we all need at least 4 months of detoxification, and these get to deeper layers of detox each month. So they support the immune system 1 month, they support drainage 1 month, they support detoxification 1 month. So I am very impressed with this company and have really started to rely on them very heavily. I've seen so many amazing things. I mean, is it time for me to talk about something that I saw with this product?
Yeah, no. Quite. And you've done so good. Like right now, Mary, we are caught up and we are right on schedule. So if you look at your schedule, we're doing really good.
Okay.
So part 1. So share with everyone, and those of you hang on, because we are going to be doing another giveaway, and then we're going to be bringing on another guest, and then we'll go over part 2, another giveaway, and then we're wrapping up. So we've got 4 giveaways all together. Let's go ahead and have you open up your book, tell us like part 1 and part 2, what it's all about, and talk about part 1. And
so part 1, the book is divided into 2 big parts, and then a huge recipe section. Part 1 is understanding toxicity and its effect on you and your baby's health. So part 1 really kind of talks about, how did we get here? Why do we find ourselves in this situation with declining fertility, increased rates of autism, ADD, attention deficit, anxiety, and even hearing loss is considered being on the autism spectrum. So these are all specific targets that toxins have impacts on. And we talk about the multitude of ways that we get exposed. I talk about how the, assessing, are you toxic? How do we know if we're toxic? There's people that can't get in to the link. I don't know why.
Okay. So make sure that, Mary, make sure you're telling people that there isn't a link to get into. They're just going to your Facebook page. That's it. And it's playing on your Facebook page.
Okay. So the question really a lot of people have is, am I toxic? And the answer is, for everybody, unequivocally, yes, we are all toxic, because if we drink water, eat food, and breathe air, we're toxic. So the chapters kind of describe the exposures. And I will say it's a little depressing, but I'm an optimist, and I always provide the upside of everything. And at the end of the book, you will have tons of tools to figure out, how do you escape this toxic world that we are exposed to. I talk also in part 1 about how the brain is affected by toxins. The brain is also extremely sensitive to toxicity. There's a lot of mitochondria. The mitochondria, again, is the engine that builds this, fuels the cell.
Hey, Mary, yes. I'm going to stop you 1 sec. So thank you, Jody. I really appreciate your comments. Go ahead, Michelle. Jody, Mary saw it on the page running live, but Michelle, why don't you go ahead and delete the post that talks about the event? People are thinking that they need to get on there. So delete those off, Michelle, and then make sure that if anyone is watching this right now, they're in the right spot. So for Jody to be able to comment on this means that she's watching it right now on Facebook. And so, Jody, why don't you put a little chat in there that says what Facebook page you're on? Are you on Mary's Facebook page or mine? And Melissa has shared it. So it is there. There is, it was earlier put in. Hi, Jessica. Nice. If you click on Nikki's name, it's
on the Dr. Mary Shackelton page.
Yeah, go to Dr. Mary Shackelton and then maybe just kind of delete. And I see more and more people hopping on then. Numbers are going up again. Okay, we'll go back at it and Michelle will work on it and we'll just keep plugging along. It's growing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hopefully. Well, there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
So I was talking about how sensitive the brain is to toxicity because the brain has the highest concentration of mitochondria, and mitochondria, as I just mentioned, are very sensitive to toxins. So the mitochondria is the engine of the cell. So when people get brain fog, fatigue, that's a manifestation of exposure. And then when the exposure goes on too long, it causes damage. And that damage, when a baby's in utero, that damage can lead to babies being at risk for having autism or having ADD and concentration issues and anxiety. And so many children now have all of those things. So the genesis of this book for me was looking at my adult patients thinking, wow, everybody has brain fog. That's not normal. And it didn't used to be that way when I started my practice. But now more and more people are struggling with brain fog and fatigue. And this is because of toxic exposure. So again, most people think I'm not toxic, but the truth is we all are. And the question is, how do we manage all that? In part one, I also talk about clearing up the confusion of detoxification. Is such a loaded word, and everyone has their own ideas about what detoxification really is. It doesn't have to be a water fast where you starve yourself. My whole goal is to help people understand that detoxification really is living away so that you don't need to do anything that's super punishing. So eating well, watching your exposures, being careful with what you have in your house in terms of what's under your sink, in your bathroom, in your shower, the products that you use, the fragrances that you expose yourself to. If we manage all that, the total toxic load goes down. We don't need to do any radical detoxes. If we have a really good diet, we have good nutrients, those things fuel detoxification. And there's so many thoughts about whether the master cleanse is a good or whether a water fast is a good thing. The answer is no to both of those things because they actually slow detoxification down. What helps detoxification is food and good nutrients. So we want to live a life that supports detoxification so that we don't have to do anything super aggressive. And then there is a part of part one where I talk about onboarding your partner. So many times women will say, women are the gatekeepers of health for their families, and they bring, the right healthcare to the family, or they're the ones that seek the solutions to problems that they face in the family. And so it's not uncommon for women to rule this piece, and then they have a hard time onboarding their partner. And so they will often say, how do I get my partner on board with this? He doesn't think it's important. Well, the truth is that sperm count is declining more rapidly now than it ever has in the past. And so 40 to 60% of people that struggle with infertility is because of male factor infertility. And for one, there's an amazing study that just came out about fragrances and how fragrance decreases sperm count. So it's not just women that we need to work with, it's women and men, and we need to get the whole household on board. And again, I never recommend that people do this overnight. This is a 1-year transition. This is why I want people to really think about giving themselves this window of opportunity for detoxification before they conceive so that they can do all these things within a reasonable time frame.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So hold your book up and let everyone see it again. And then Michelle, have you posted the Amazon link inside of here? I think, why don't you go ahead and do that? Read the title and subtitle for new people coming in. It looks like it's now on LinkedIn and people are joining on LinkedIn as well. Yep.
It is Preconception Cleanse, Detoxify Your Life Inside and Out for the optimal health of your baby.
Okay.
So,
go ahead. Keep going.
Well, I wanted to say, I know that my mom is there and maybe some of her friends there. We're talking about the topic of the book, and clearly they are not going to ever have a baby again. But they said, we want that information for us. And the truth is, it really does suit everyone. This is a how-to guide. It's not just for pregnant people. This is the target audience because I really want to have an impact on future generations. But the information that's in this book really is suitable for everyone. And so you can buy this book and you can learn how to clean up your exposures and your diet and your gut and all of the things that are important for detoxification.
Totally. You know, you've been doing these teachings, and the last two I've been in on, and I just go home. I walk around my house and I'm just like, no, I got to get away, get rid of everything in my house.
I know. Give me 5 minutes and I'll ruin your life. No, but the goal is, like you were saying, oh, I have to break up with my perfume. I love perfume. And, you know, perhaps the deal we make with ourselves and the compromise is we don't use it every day. We use it for special occasions. Yeah. And so that might be a good compromise. And, you know, I do say in the book, like, pick your one thing that you can't part with, and that's okay.
Right.
So here's this fragrance. Maybe we'll make a deal on that.
Right. Okay. Well, I am going to do something that I don't normally do. It can be a little risky, but I think it's worth it. And I'll just stop screen sharing if it doesn't work. But I'm going to try to screen share your website because it's beautiful. And it highlights the book and the course really well. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay. So we're going to go like this.
You're so brave.
Screen share. And I'm going to do entire screen. And okay. You guys can see my screen now?
Yes, that worked. You're so brave.
Can you see your beautiful face there? You guys, I just really wanted to show you this. So Michelle and Mary have been working tirelessly on this, and it is gorgeous. And more than that, it is full of some excellent material for you guys. Anybody who might be interested, there's this really cool quiz right here that you can click on and go take. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go in it and then come back. Did it follow with me? Are you looking at the form now?
Yes.
Awesome.
The form is there.
So yeah, you just fill this out. And you know what? I'm just going to do this too, because I want you to see how cool this quiz is. So when you get in here, it's gonna, okay, are you toxic? I don't know. Let's find out. And then it's just this quick little quiz, and it gives these awesome answers and information for you. I mean, it is done really well. And then as you go down, you can learn a bit more about Mary and stuff, but she's also got like this free beginner's guide, lots of really cool stuff in here, a link to go buy the book, and then this really cool like little tidbit on her course, and then her shop. And is this some of the products that you just gave away?
That's month 1 right there.
Right there. That is so cool. And you could, of course, register to buy those, and some great testimonials. And then also, if you click up here on book, this also is pretty awesome because she's got an awesome little video there. I'm not going to turn the volume on, but it explains about the book and her course. But right now, when you buy the book, if you haven't done it yet, buy it. And if you did do it already, go put your number inside of here, your order number from Amazon right here, because this will give you 3 really cool free gifts: a meal plan, a healthy shopping list to make it fast and easy, and then also 7 days of recipes. And they're just really cool, clean recipes. So you guys, you gotta just jump in. And then also, after doing that, it kind of leads you to learn more about her course. So I'm gonna stop sharing now. Hopefully we get us all back here safe.
So brave of you.
Did it work? And I'm back now?
Yeah, you're back.
Very good. Well, we've got a few more people to greet. So can you see these guys in here? Gina is now on. So I don't know.
Gina.
I'm glad you're here. Do you know a Gina?
I cannot see it from here.
Okay. So up at the top of your computer where it says comments, click on that. And then you'll see and thumb through there. A lot of people have been saying hi to you, and you just want to.
Hi, everyone. And thank you all for being here. This is such a wonderful support to have you all here and to witness this beginning of the marathon, I'm calling it.
Yeah, right. Well, I know that good things are going to come from this, Mary. It's just, honestly, it's just too good. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we're doing for time. We're at 7:38 and we are right on track. What we're going to do now is give away another giveaway. So This one is going to be 3 free sauna sessions. It needs to be somebody who is local. So Michelle, do you have somebody who has shared? Can you put in the chat anyone who has shared this or liked it and is local? We'll find out if they're local by asking.
I could read off the names that I know that are local.
Do that.
Well,
do that.
Gina's local, Jane's local, Jody's local.
They're all J's. Gina, oh, it's no G.
And then Jess.
Oh my word.
And okay. Robin. And Robin's local.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're not, and Jamie, just put
and
her
Julie.
Jeez.
And Jackie. Jackie's not local, but she's got a J, so she can.
That's crazy. Okay, Michelle, do you see anybody who has liked or done the liking and sharing? And let's look for Michelle to go ahead and put something. She'll message us. Okay, go for it, Mary.
Oh my gosh, there's Jamie, another J. Jamie Martin. Hi, Jamie.
No.
Yeah, I think Jody won.
Jody
won.
Awesome, Jody.
Jody won the 3 free sauna sessions.
Yeah, and she was the one that was trying to help us so early, so great. And she's like, I felt it, all that work trying to get people on your live for you. How perfect. Jody, congratulations.
So if just in case it's not obvious, the importance of detoxification really requires sweating, because the things that come out in our sweat is everything that we've accumulated. When your core temperature heats up, your body will start letting go of the toxins that are all stored in your fat cells. They're basically stored in your fat cells. So as your core temp heats up, you start losing fat cells. The toxins become liberated. They get into your system. They come out through your urine or your stool. And sweating is an invaluable tool. I cannot tell you how important it is. Not everyone can have a sauna. I understand that. If you have access to a gym where you can sit in a traditional sauna, which is very hot, that is fantastic. 20 minutes in a traditional sauna, the dry ones are just about right. And I say 35 to 45 in a far infrared sauna. My preference is the far infrared sauna because the wavelengths of the sauna force you into the parasympathetic state, which is where you can heal. And so not only are you sweating profusely, that is so productive, but your nervous system is really calmed down. So I love the far infrared sauna. If you have access to one, I'm such a big fan. You can actually buy them. My favorite one is High Tech Health. It's sold here in Boulder, Colorado. I sell lots of them to patients because I just believe so strongly in them. When you sit in a sauna, so much pesticides, heavy metals, chemicals, fragrances, all that comes out in your sweat. So you don't have to target anything. Everything comes out. So, that's part of living a life of detoxification is sweating. And a lot of people ask, can I detox when I sweat and when I exercise? Yes, you can. It's a little different, but absolutely. Anytime you're sweating, toxins are coming out. So that's why we don't want to use antiperspirant, because we want all of those. We want all the sweat to come out of our armpit. It's close to our breast. We don't want to have everything accumulating there. So I can't say enough about the sauna.
You are so funny. Having heard you train now so much, you just speak things that it seems like you shouldn't say those things in public or something. And you just say them I'm watching Robin, who's the next guest. She's coming on soon. And she doesn't bat an eye or anything. She's like, that's true.
She's used to me. Yeah. Robin is used to me. But it's true.
Speaking of Robin, it is time to bring up your next testimonial. So let's bring Robin on in now. So hi, Robin. You can come
Robin.
Mute. I can do it or you can.
I got it.
Awesome.
Wow. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
All right. So Robin's testimonial is going to be pretty special because Robin knows firsthand what it's like to work with Mary. So Robin, share with us a little bit about how you know and what you feel about Mary.
Well, all I know is I am blessed to have her in my life because I came in with many things going on, and Mary has been my savior. She has gotten me back on the road to health. And when I first met her, I was just lethargic. I was, as you talked about earlier, Mary, I had the fog going on and really, really tired all the time, just fatigued all the time. And And we changed a lot of things that she really worked hard on to help me out with a lot of issues. And she's just so knowledgeable, and I consider her a good friend, and I call her my angel here, because
so awesome.
she's a miracle. She's cured so many issues that I have had that I'm going to get emotional. And I just can't thank her enough.
I love that. I love that. What's interesting is it's like you're saying the exact same things that Jessica said people would say about her. Like I asked, I'm like, well, what do you think her clients think about her? And what you're saying is exactly what Jessica had said. So, I mean, I feel like that's a really good testimonial for you, Mary. So I have a couple questions, Robin.
Sure.
One is, you share that, she almost seems like a friend, or, you consider her a friend and stuff. You're having to like give up things and talk about things that maybe people didn't believe you before. Did you ever battle that, where maybe even medical people or whatever just didn't understand or believe? Like, what's that like?
I did not prompt her.
No,
I feel
you have no idea how like perfect that question is.
No, I didn't know anything.
It is a perfect question, because I just was with Mary last week, and we were talking about that exact situation.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many different doctors I've gone to for two specific pretty large issues physically that I did not feel heard. I felt like I was made to feel like I didn't know what I was talking about, when here it is, my own body, and I think I know how I feel, right? And Mary completely listened to me, took the time to really research what was going on, and cured the issue.
Yeah.
Whereas these other doctors, I didn't feel heard. I felt excused. I just didn't feel, was made to feel like, no, this is all in your head.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
I think, I mean, I'm from the medical profession as well, as a director of nursing for years. And I get this, like, I know Mary's integrity for the medical profession as well. Like, that's not at all what we're trying to say is anything bad on because like those medicines were made from doctors. And so it's brilliant, but but there's also many people who are misdiagnosed and just feel like something's got to be wrong, and they should really think of this. Think of what kind of medicine is this? What's it called?
Naturopathic medicine.
Naturopathic medicine. That's what I think. Like that, we need to keep that in mind. And so you're a true testimony of that as well. Just really trying to do things the natural way. So that's really cool. Yes. All right. So Mary, we are going. We have.
You're welcome, honey.
We have.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. And Robin, we don't want you to leave us. Stay on Facebook if you can, but thank you so much. Okay.
Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Bye.
Thanks for being here, Robin.
Oh, yes. I wouldn't have it any other way, dear.
All right. That's sweet. Oh, you can tell she cares about you. All right. So now we're moving right along. Guess what we're going to be doing now? We're going to be talking about part 3 of your book.
2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Part 2 of your book. Yep.
That's okay.
Yep. And way gift 3. So part 2 of your book.
So part 2 is kind of getting into the nitty gritty of how to do the preconception cleanse and detox. So it walks you through really the 5 pathways of elimination. How do we open up all of the ways that toxins get out through our bowel, our liver, kidneys, skin, and lymphatic system. So it's really walking you through how to know if those are working and how to open them up. So the first part of detoxification is drainage, getting things to drain out. The second part is actually going in and retrieving them so they can be eliminated easily because all the drainage pathways are open. Sometimes when people do detoxifications, they just start pulling stuff out, but they're not pooping every day and they're dehydrated and they don't sweat. So they just get actually quite sick. And I think I did mention to you kind of the beginning of this book way back in 2016 for me was seeing 3 women after January. They had gone to a yoga studio and done a group cleanse, and 3 women came in and they had been thrown into an autoimmune crisis. So I realized, okay, number one, we are a little bit more toxic than we think. And so doing things aggressively and fast may not be safe for everyone.
I don't understand what you even mean by that. What happened?
It triggered an autoimmune disease for them. So one person had thyroid antibodies that never had them before. One person got diagnosed with her anti-nuclear antibodies were elevated for the first time in her life. She had lupus. Another person had rheumatoid arthritis and eczema. So all of these things, I mean, eczema is a condition that actually I love to treat because it really means that something's trying to get out on the skin. So the skin is a pathway of elimination. And when somebody's got eczema, it means that their liver's overburdened, throwing things to the skin and it can't get out. So we got to open up the pathways of elimination. Then we do detoxification, because otherwise things can get blocked and stuck. So, when we talk about detoxification, I was saying earlier, it's a loaded word. People think they understand what detoxification is, but it's actually a little bit more complicated. We are designed to detox, and we need to support those pathways. So that includes the second part of the book is really changing your environment. We're walking through your house and looking in your laundry room. We're looking in your bathroom. We're looking in your kitchen. We're looking in your garage. We're looking at what kind of things you use in your yard. And we're looking at all the things that we have control over. So that's the upside of this book, is that we do have a lot of control over what we're exposed to. There's a lot of things in the environment. We can't totally control the air. We can't totally control what's in the ground, but we can control what we choose to bring into our house. So that's the goal. And again, women don't need one more thing to be hard on themselves about. This is more of a guide. And I want people to feel supported and guided, that versus, oh, I have one more hard thing to tackle and feel badly about and feel like I'm not succeeding with. And that's never the goal. The goal is, even if you did a fraction of the things in these books, you'd be making a big difference for yourself. Yeah. So we're also talking about how you eat. And the reason there are recipes and meal plans and shopping lists as the free bonuses for buying the book is that the way to heal yourself is with food, people. It is not with medicine, and it's not with supplements. Supplements are helpful, but really we should be eating our way to detoxification. And again, it doesn't have to be joyless either, because once you start to eat this way, you will not feel good eating the way that you ate formerly. So the goal is to make it interesting and fun and delicious. And in the meantime, you're giving yourself tons of nutrients, tons of fiber, and you're eliminating the stuff that's really making it difficult to detox, like sugar, gluten for a lot of people, not everyone, dairy, fried foods, all the fun stuff. Doesn't mean you can never have them again.
Right. So do you see people that think that they're gluten or milk or dairy intolerant and different things, and then it goes away?
Mm-hmm. You mean like their eczema or their whatever? Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, those are the biggest offenders. Number one, gluten has a lot of pesticides on it. So sometimes I can't tell if people are reacting to pesticides or the actual protein of the gluten itself. But gluten is a huge trigger for people, and it's just getting more and more difficult for people to feel well, either from a digestive standpoint or from brain fog or from joint pain. All those things can be related to gluten. And then dairy, a lot of people don't tolerate dairy either. So if you can tolerate it and it's not hard on you, I don't recommend you go off of it. But for the most part, when people go off of it for 6 to 8 weeks and they feel better, I say, well, okay, let's maybe not go back on, or go on very, judiciously, use it very carefully. And then when they do use it, they feel more sensitive and they don't feel as good from it. So food is a big deal, but more than taking things out, I want to put things in. So I want people to put in 7 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables, a juice. If you have a juicer, most people's juicers live underneath the cabinets. I want them on the counters, and I want people to be using those because that's actually medicine. And so if you can juice and get 7 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables your diet every day, you're doing a fantastic job. So that's also.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I gotta put a plug in here for you, but I want everyone to go to her Instagram account and follow it there. In fact, Michelle, grab her Instagram link and put it in here, just because you had the most awesome juicing video with the red juice.
That was an extract. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And there were so many people that were following it. And you're like, as soon as I'm done with this book and get it launched, I am going to be doing these videos every darn day. It was so fun for you.
It is fun.
So I think that's really good because I hear you say, I don't want to eliminate. I don't want you to think of it that way. I want you to think about the great things that we're going to add to it and how it's going to change your quality of life. And I love that outlook. I'm so glad that I got to be your coach during this time because I'm excited to get to the vegetables. I am in a winter location, so I can't plant, but I can't wait to. And I can't wait to keep replacing. Like you said, don't go through my house and throw everything away. You said just next time you go to buy it, now buy the more healthier line, right?
Yeah, right. So one of my friends asked me to go through her bathroom with her. And so I'm going to video that, and that's going to be a fun
that would
thing.
be a great video.
Right, because I think a lot of people, I mean, you kind of need a little bit of support. We get attached to these products. I'm attached to certain products. And so I have to make a deal with myself. Like, I'm not going to buy that again, or I'm going to choose the other thing. But doing it with somebody is a good idea. So we're going to do the bathroom challenge. Yeah.
I mean, can we just on here, if anybody on the call hears this, and even if they listen and replay, if they want a bathroom challenge, you could even do you could do it where you pull someone up on a live and you could do it. They could show their bathroom and you could do it over. We could practice with me.
If there's a way to do it, I'm sure you could figure it out.
Right. No. Well, I don't want to give you more work to do. Okay. So you feel like there's anything more that we need to talk about in part 2 before we do our next drawing?
Well, I would just add one piece, which is the mental emotional piece of detox, which is important to do in that preconception phase also, because the stress can really contribute negatively to the unborn fetus. And so managing stress. In fact, I know you all saw Rihanna at the Super Bowl last night. There was an article in the New York Times yesterday morning about fetuses and newborn babies having lower birth weights and higher risk of stillborn babies when their mothers are exposed to significant noise and air pollution. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, there she is on stage, pregnant. So, babies are very sensitive, and we think that there's a placenta that protects them from the outside world, which is not true at all. Actually, everything gets exchanged between the fetus and the mother through the blood supply in the placenta and the uterus. And, so everything that we're exposed to, the baby gets. We used to think that wasn't the case. Now we know that's totally true. And then the noise and air pollution, all these things get to the fetus. So I don't think you have to be a monk, but I think, maybe not performing at the Super Bowl when you're
with tons of music blaring. No, I understand.
And it must have been stressful. She hadn't performed in 7 years.
Right. Yeah, I totally get that. You're so funny.
I'm a big fan, though.
You do have a love for the next generation. And that is something that I didn't know when you were writing the book. It wasn't until I started getting closer to you and hearing this that is where this passion comes from. It's like you're seeing that. I mean, you look 20 years ago and we didn't have these things that these children are being born with now. And
pharmaceutical companies are not making more antibiotics. They are focusing their attention and efforts on drugs for focus and concentration and anti-anxiety medications and antidepressants for kids. So that's a striking fact. And we can't ignore that is not the right direction we should be going in. And I want to see moms empowered so that their families are empowered and everybody has a better health outcome, because what's happening now is actually really disastrous. I mean, we're seeing the tip of the iceberg. And I spoke with a person who's a fertility specialist today who was saying in his 30-year career, he has seen a dramatic shift in infertility and babies born on the spectrum and issues that I believe are preventable. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. I do believe these things are preventable. And that's kind of the genesis of this book, is if we can prevent it, how much more powerful could the next generation be?
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. And that leads us to our next giveaway. So Michelle, start getting our name ready. We'll take a text here soon. Let's go ahead and talk about the next giveaway in between times. So it is the course. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is a pretty big gift. The course is pretty awesome. I've seen it. But yeah, let's see. Michelle, who do we have?
This is a 4-module course. So it's the module is an hour long, and it mirrors the book, but it's actually a great how-to guide. And so I think they're actually good to do together, to have the book to reference and then to have the course teach you really with graphs and pictures, because I think that's the majority of people. And so this is an important thing to accompany the book if you want to get pregnant. The course is very helpful. And even if you don't want to get pregnant, the course really, again, it still walks you through, guides you through detoxification. It's probably a good 4 months of detoxification outlined in that module.
All right. Okay. So I see Ida Fern. Oop, and she just sent us our 4th one. So don't say the 4th one by accident. So Ida Fern is the course winner. So
Ida Fern. Ida, where are you? Can you tell us where you are?
I think she is in Indiana.
Okay.
I think she is in Indiana. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like she put a note in here too that says, my husband gave me a $200 gift card to download. I have to start using it. Yes, that's exciting. Sometimes people don't know. I'll give you a few tips. Saunas, if it's an infrared sauna, they go up to 165-ish. You don't need to be that hot. 130 to 135. You'll start sweating within just 15 minutes. Drink a liter of water in there and sweat for about minutes your first time. If you feel okay, you can go up to 45 or 55 minutes. So that's going to be very exciting. And now you have the course. So you'll feel like you've got the whole package and the book. You've got a great start.
Yeah, and everybody got the book. And then, yeah, I do see, sorry, so there's a little lag on the internet. So we see the last winner here, but we're supposed to spend the time between now and the last winner explaining the course a little bit. So do you mind sharing with us kind of what's in it, what they're going to do?
Okay, so again, it's 4 modules and it's self-paced. So you could do them all in one day. I think my preference is that you digest it a little bit with some space in between. But the first one, it does mirror the book. How did we get here? And so there's a lot of graphs and research detailing how these toxins got into our environment and then how they actually get into us. I have a whole module on endocrine disruptors. Those are chemicals that are in the environment, but they start in our house primarily. Fragrances, plastics, those things actually look like hormones to our cells. They sit on the cell and cause that cell to do the action that the hormone would, but it's actually just a chemical. So our body perceives this as way too many chemicals, hormones in our environment, and it can impair fertility and it can cause neurologic deficits for a fetus. So there's a module on endocrine disruptors.
Are they doing like a little lesson and then are they kind of looking at their own life and then making changes kind of as they go? Or is it all kind of like information up front and then?
It's information all the way through.
Okay.
So, and I think that's the best reason to have the book also, because they do mirror each other. And so you'll have the book as practical guidance and the course is detailed information and research.
Okay. And meal plans and stuff like that too?
Yes. And I really talk about the nutrients that fuel detox and why. So sometimes people think, well, why do I really need to eat something with vitamin A in it? And then there are pathways why vitamin A does what it does to support detoxification, as an example. Yes. So I like to geek out on that kind of stuff. And my editor slashed about a third of my book because she felt like it was too technical. So the book is very, very accessible. And I feel like the course is also, especially if you're a visual learner, because there's graphs and it's a PowerPoint. So you'll understand a little bit more by seeing it.
Awesome. And then for the listeners, I want them to know too that soon there will be community that is part of this. And so there will be an opportunity for individuals who maybe don't want to, or can't even maybe afford right now private coaching to work with you privately, because it's not cheap. It's not always an option for everyone. So they could potentially be doing community work and hopping on like a group call where you're giving them tips and training. And then also, make sure that you're, staying on her Instagram feed, because she'll have a lot of cool stuff on there too.
So yeah, the other thing about the group course is that we will review laboratory testing. So I'll make a recommendation to get these labs. Some of the labs I can send you the kits for, and some of them you can get at your local with your primary healthcare doctor. And so when you bring those tests back, we can review them as a group, and everybody will learn so much from everybody else's group. I've done this before.
I love that.
And, instead of me repeating the same thing over and over, it's actually fascinating to see what changes get put in place and then how people feel. So we'll probably space that group out several weeks in between, so that it gives us time to implement some changes, see how we feel, and then also look at labs and make changes and recommendations based on that.
Right. Yeah. And the understanding, I think, was too that you'd be getting a hunk in and maybe not market it for a while, kind of let them get really a tight regimen going and understanding of how everything is. And then a new group would come in, but yet there would all be this community of, honestly, women who want to be healthy. And, this is who we like to hang around, right? People who are kind of in the same space as us. And so I think it's just a really great opportunity. As much as everyone, Jessica, Jody, people on the chat here have shared that they feel like you're more than a doctor. You're more than just a consult. You're kind of a friend and a confidant, and they have fun with you, and yet you're brilliant. I mean, like, that's the kind of group I want to be a part of. I'm going to join it. So I am.
You can. You're invited.
Oh, thank you. So, okay. Mary, is there anything before we do our last prize? Is there anything? Ida just said, I'm so excited, before our last giveaway that you're just like, I really want to make sure I don't forget to say this. I want to impress upon this.
Oh gosh. Well, I would say, I think I've said them, but I think it bears repeating that this book is just not for women. That male infertility is responsible to 40 to 60% of issues with fertility. It's not just the woman. And so I really want men to embrace this as well. And that I really feel like, women take on a lot. We're capable of a lot of competence. Women can juggle a lot of things. And I just never want anyone to feel badly about anything. That, any small change that you make is a big change, and cumulatively, like, let's just say you take the biggest thing out, fragrance, cumulatively, and you do nothing else. You don't change your diet. In a year, the lack of fragrance, if you cumulatively 365 days with no fragrance, that's enormous. So, what we want to do is put change in place and keep it there. So we want to do small, sustainable steps so that people feel successful. And if it takes 2 or 3 years, okay, fine. It didn't, I've been at this for a long time. I'm extremely aware of what is around me, and I'm not perfect. So, and I would never expect anybody else to be perfect. So I really encourage people to just be easy on themselves with gentle pressure to make some changes, but really don't beat yourself up if you're not perfect in 2 weeks. It's a long game.
Awesome. Okay. So to recap all of this before our last drawing, I just want people to know that they can go to your website, which is just your name, right? MaryShackelton.com. And they can go click at the top where it says book and buy the book if you haven't done it yet. If you have done it and you're like, I don't know what my order number is, then just put 1111 in there. It's fine. And you will get your 3 freebies, right? And so thank you, Melissa. And then you get those free freebies, and then you'll also be taken to a place that will tell more about her course. And like we just mentioned, you can do the course for near nothing, all by yourself, self-study. You can do it in a group, which is a little more money, but man, you're going to be in a network of people that are running this race with you, having fun with you. It sounds like I'm going to be there. And also you could always go through the book privately. She's not going to take very many private clients. Yeah, she's busy. We'll say that. But let's go ahead and do the last drawing. And honestly, it's already been announced. Did you see it in your?
Okay. Did we say what it is?
Yeah. No. It's Gina Khaleesi Finney. Okay.
Gina Finney.
Yes. So great that you won. And so that's the shampoo and conditioner.
Yes. So I just have to say that I've been on I can't get it right in the thing. I have been on a long journey to finding the right shampoo, because it's one of the things that I kind of cannot give up is the shampoo and conditioner that I've always used. And I switch around a lot, but they're full of fragrance and they're full of garbage. I mean, think about it. If something can make your hair curly, if something can make your hair straight, if something can make your hair really, really silky, those are all chemicals. So I still will keep them, but I found this new shampoo and conditioner that, I'm not kidding you, it doesn't dry my hair out and it doesn't make it anything weird. It's just fantastic and it's so clean. So it's called Ursa Major. And I bought it online. I saw an ad on Instagram. I looked at the ingredients. They were all thumbs up. And I am so excited to have these products in my shower. I'm really proud. So, and I'm actually contacting the company to see if they would sponsor a few more little giveaways, because they have done a really good job with these products.
Yeah, and a couple people are asking for the name of it again, and I'm glad that she just said that. So yes, she go to Mary's website, go around on there, because she's going to have a link where everything that you can exchange when you go through your house, get rid of this candle, but here's a list of candles you can go to, or
right,
like that, right? So Mary, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to work with you. It has been such a joy. I want to thank your husband, who often was probably having coffee nearby, your daughter, who was running, to school in the mornings. You have a beautiful family. And I pray and hope great success, not only for you, but for all those women that are going to be working with you. So
thank you, Nikki. And thank you for being an angel. When I almost gave up, you told me not to, but it was this close. I almost threw in the towel. It's been so much work. I don't think I've ever worked this hard, but you've made it so easy. Mm-hmm. And I'm super inspired by all that you know. And I look forward to continuing to work with you.
Yeah. See you later. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.